Y'all, when I did this one thing in my eBay Poshmark reselling business, it changed everything. It increased my traffic and it made my store better. It made my reselling business better. And the thing is, today's video, I'm going to share with what this one thing is, and then also 3 tips of how to do it. And so the one thing is changing my mindset. Honestly, it for so many years, it was about checking the box of the algorithm, figuring out which box and how to appease the algorithm and make sure I was doing free shipping to appease the algorithm and make sure I was doing to appease the algorithm. And not saying that these strategies don't work, but the reason that they work is different than checking the algorithm box. They work because the algorithm is based off of buyer behavior, and is why it's constantly changing, and it's why eBay or any platform is not going to tell us the algorithm, because it's constantly changing, because the algorithm's smarter than we are, and it's constantly changing, looking at how buyers are behaving. The ultimate goal of the algorithm is to get items sold. Right? It's ultimate goal of my store as well. I want to get items sold. But the purpose of the algorithm is to get the items sold. And so when you change your mindset, instead of saying, hey, I have to do this, I have to do that because eBay tells me I have to, and you change it to, what does the buyer want? What does the buyer need? How can I get my listing in front of the right buyer? What can I do to appease the buyer? Right? Because once you start thinking like that, you don't have to think about checking a checkbox. You're going to ultimately do it because you're thinking about the buyer. When you're buying inventory, when you're listing inventory, when you're setting up your policies, if you have your buyer in the back of your mind, you're going to increase your sales. You're going to increase your traffic because you are doing what the algorithm is asking of you, whether it's checking this box or this box or this box. Especially when you know your buyers. If you are in a niche and you know, hey, my buyer's like this, my buyer's like this, even if it goes against what eBay tells you, if you know your buyers, it's going to work. So 3 things that I have done since I kind of changed my mindset that really helped me understand the buyers better is shopping on eBay. And it sounds so simple, but it never really occurs to me. And even if you don't actually click the button and end up buying something, which I do recommend doing. And I don't recommend doing it because if you buy stuff, then eBay likes you and it's going to increase your sales because of the algorithm. I recommend doing it because then you're the buyer. You are looking at it from a different standpoint. You're not looking at it as selling this item and getting it sold. You're looking at it as you're searching for an item. What are you looking at? Are you looking at items on sale? What are you filtering? What are you searching? What are your search engines that you are looking for? Do you care about coupons? Do you care when someone sends you an offer? What offer made you buy that item? All of these strategies that we're trying out, if you do it on from the other perspective as a buyer, what did you like as a buyer? And that puts you in the buyer mindset. And once you can understand the buyer mindset, is going to help you become a better seller. The second thing is going to be having in-demand inventory, right? If you have items that buyers don't want, it's not selling because eBay doesn't like you. It's not selling because you're not hitting the algorithm. It's not selling because nobody wants it. And I don't mean to be harsh about this, but I'm going to show you 2 different ways that you can make sure that you have inventory that people want. The first one is looking at your data. The best indicator into what people want that you know, that you have knowledge of, that you have access to, your data is going to be the best data. So however you want to look at it, I'm going to show you for the purpose of my video. This is eBay. For the purpose of how I track my stuff, it's through the Sarah Styles Sales and Trends dashboard. You can track it any way you want. You can look into eBay and you can look at different categories and figure out how you want to look at it. But I have a spreadsheet. It's a Google Doc. You can purchase it. It's a one-time purchase. Link down below. If you're a member, you get a discount on it, as well as some other free downloadables. But looking into your categories, this is the best indicator of what is selling for me. My highest sell-through rate, so I am selling the most bags out of how many bags that I have, a 13% sell-through rate for the last 28 days and a $52 profit. If I want to increase my sales, if I want to be a better seller, this is what people want. This is what I have access to. This is what I have knowledge in. This is what is selling for me right now. So instead of saying, hey, I really do like shorts and I can find a lot of shorts, that's not selling. This is what people want. Same with pants, jeans, right? So leaning into the categories, the brands, the whatever it is that you already have access to and you already have knowledge to, that is what buyers want right now. Focus on your numbers and not just buying what you think people want. Actually figure out what they want from your data. If you don't have access to your data, I'm going to link a video up here about Terapeak. eBay gives us access to their data. They give us access to currently what's listed on the platform and currently what's selling on the platform. You can look at categories that you are already selling in, and you can even look into categories that you're not selling in if you want to branch out. Buy items that people want. It's buyer behavior. It's what people want. If no one's searching for your item and nobody wants it, that could be a reason that it's not selling. And then the last thing is traffic. If buyers cannot see your items, they can't purchase them. At the end of the day, like, the brick and mortar down the street from my house may have the pair of pants that fit me the best, but I don't know that because I've never been into the store. So e-commerce, if your items aren't being seen in front of buyers, they cannot buy it. Whether it is the best item in the entire world and you just know it's worth so much, if nobody sees it, there's no way for them to buy it. So work on increasing your traffic. I'm going to link a video up here about looking at eBay's traffic metrics and ways to increase your traffic. I'll show you this screenshot real quick too, but the video I linked is going to go into it a little bit more. This is a download. You get it free with the gold members. But it's like $1 on my website if you want to just kind of have it. It also supports content. If you like this content, it also supports me making more content. So it starts with impressions and traffic, right? It's a filter. It starts at the top. If people can't see your items, they cannot click on it, page views, and if they don't click on it, they cannot buy it. So work on increasing your traffic, work on getting it in front of buyers. And that goes into the first point a little bit, making sure that you are filling out as many things as possible as people are organically searching. Putting promotions on it can help. Working on your SEO, pulling the listing quality report can help. These are all ways, but if people can't see your items, they cannot buy them. If you liked this video and you think others might as well, click like, save, share, and comment. It helps promote it on YouTube so that other people have access and get to see it as well. Also consider joining my members to support more content like this.